Hey guys, it is Arika Misha. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. And as you guys can tell, getting right into it by the title of today's video, looking at my notes as usual, my spiritual vision board. Let me read my notes. We see how everyone is making their vision boards and their yearly vision boards. There's nothing wrong with that. I think it's great to set goals and especially have visions. However, the board I want to talk about today is my spiritual vision board. I want to talk about my spiritual goals for the year of 2025. How about that? Now, I did make a little list here, spiritual goals that I was talking to God about. Growing spiritually, praying longer, reading my Bible more, obeying God always, not sometimes, better discernment, helping more people, speaking more on platforms about God, deeper visions spiritually, praying for the sick, those in the hospital, growing my faith. Yes, that is some of my spiritual vision board. And no, I don't have a big, board to show you. I decided to just, write it down and keep it in my spirit. I was just talking to God, about my spiritual goals for the 2025, for the year. I like talking to God about things I want to accomplish spiritually. We talk to God about the things we want to experience, material things and, goals. I'm talking on a spiritual level. I'm talking about a spiritual vision board. And see, a spiritual vision board can't be displayed. I can't show you that. I can't cut out pictures and put it on a piece of cardboard paper. Like I said, there is nothing wrong with having goals. I am all for having goals. There's nothing wrong. I am not saying anything against the vision boards. There's nothing wrong with having goals. We all should have goals. I have goals. But I'm just talking about on a spiritual level today. Today I'm talking about my spiritual vision board. Spiritually, what's my vision spiritually for 2025? Like I shared with you guys, I made a whole entire list here. I didn't make a long list. I just did like 10 things. The list goes on and on and on. My spiritual goals, things that I want to do better spiritually. Things that I want to do better. My spiritual vision board is things that I want to do better spiritually. In the spirit. Not in the natural. In the spirit. Now, I have here growing spiritually. So, of course, I want to constantly grow. I want to make sure I'm doing the things that God wants me to do to grow spiritually. Spending time with God, talking to God, letting God talk to me, letting God speak to my spirit, speak to my soul, praying longer. Yes, praying longer, I'm not one of those people that believe you got to pray for hours and hours. To each its own, to each its own. You may pray for an hour, and he may pray for 30 minutes. To each its own. I'm just talking about me. Just talking about my spiritual goals, my spiritual vision goals for 2025. I want to pray longer. I was talking to God, and these are things spiritually that I plan to do for 2025. Things that I talked to God about helping me do better in these areas. And I'm just sharing them with you guys. Not sharing everything, but sharing most of them. The ones that God said I should share. Praying longer, like I said, I want to pray longer, have a longer prayer, talk with God. I can sit and, do my Bible study, read my word, and just, talk to God in that way, and even when I'm praying, I just want to pray longer. I do. Yes, I just want to work on, praying longer, praying to God more, just, praying more, period, in general, praying more prayer. Obeying God. Well, no, I'm saying read my Bible more. I have my set time for, my Bible study and stuff like that, but, reading my Bible at night before I go to bed, stuff like that. I have that. I just want to read the Bible more. I just feel like there's always more I should be doing for God, because He does so much for us. So I just feel like I should be doing more. I want to do more for God, obeying God always. I have written down here, obeying God always. Not sometimes, but always. Because I'm keeping it real, y'all. I've told y'all on my platform before, I don't always obey. God tells me to do something, sometimes I do it when I want. I drag doing it. I don't always do it, guys. I'm being honest, and I'm learning. I'm getting better in that area, like I said, to obey God always, not delayed. When God say do it, do it. Don't. Now the thing about it is, now I do obey. I do what He say, but sometimes I don't do it when He say do it. And I've learned that God's timing is so important. When God wants us to do stuff, God's timing is very important. When He tells us to do stuff, we need to do it when He says. So I'm working on that. Spiritual goals, spiritual vision, my spiritual vision board I'm sharing with you guys. Now my spiritual vision board, you can't see, it's spiritual. It's not something I can show you. I'm just sharing with you, and you got to see it in the spirit. All right, let me see what else. Better discernment. Yes, Lord God, give me better discernment. Now better discernment. I thank God for giving me discernment. I do. But in some areas, things get by me. Sometimes now. And that's what I'm saying. Better discernment, because sometimes we have that area that's not so discerning because we don't want to. It's like, how can I explain it? It's like when God tells us to get out of a situation and we stay in it. Now, God clearly told you to get out of it. I've talked about that on my platform. So yes, that's what I mean. Better discernment, and it's like in certain areas of our lives, we try not to. It's like we shut the discernment off because we know what God telling us. We know what God trying to show us. You get it. Better discernment. Helping more people, helping more. I'm a helpful person, but I just want to do more. I want to help more, I just want to be more helpful, more. Speaking more on different platforms about God. Yes, I have this platform here, my YouTube channel. In the description box will be the link to my second channel. I do have a second channel. Over there is I'm cooking, doing hair, makeup, nails, DIYs, grocery hauls, family vlogs, couponing, shopping online deals, just showing you deals and bargains and stuff like that. So I do have my second channel, but of course, I talk about God over there too. It's just in me now. I don't cut it off when I leave this channel. It's just in me. For God I live and for God I die. So when I say that, I mean, speaking more on different platforms, like just speaking more on different platforms about, my relationship with God, about God. So I want to do more of that in 2025. Speak on more platforms about God. So I'm praying God allows that to happen. Deeper vision spiritually. I've talked about my visions here on my channel. I've talked about my visions that God has shared with me, and God gives me the permission to share with you. Just praying for deeper visions, deeper visions. Like, for God to take my visions to another level. Praying for the sick in the hospital. I experienced last year, going more into the hospital, praying for the sick. I had family members and friends, at the hospital, and I went and visit them and prayed for them. I just want to do more of that, and then saying here, growing my faith. We should all be working and growing on that faith. I'm telling you, I think faith is something that it's like a plant, It's like you have to water it for it to grow, and it's not going to grow if you don't water it. So it's like my faith is like a constant, something that needs watering, something that needs food, and you know what I'm saying? So I was talking to God about that too, you know, working on growing my faith more, getting better faith, deeper faith, you know, faith that is faith on all levels, you know, because we can have faith for God to do this and for God to do this and God to do this over this and this over that, but in certain areas of our life we don't have that level of faith like we do in other levels. God can do all things. So those are some of the things I'm sharing with you guys. My spiritual vision board. God wanted me to come and share that. So I'm glad I did. You know, it may help someone, you know. We talk about our vision boards. Let's talk about our spiritual vision boards too. Alright guys, this is Arika Misha. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to click on that link in the description box, guys. Go show me some love and support on my second channel as well. Thank you guys. God bless. Bye.